sucking so bad, but it's not been the best of mic systems. So I'm going to have to get a better one and check out this audio on this because it always sounds really low unless I get up on it like this, and then it looks really awkward on the camera. All right, welcome to the stream today. We're going to just be tooling around in some 3D printing stuff, so I just figured I'd throw that on there. So come along for the journey. I'm not going to be talking this whole time, but I am going to be doing my best to show you how I just jack around in TinkerCAD. So what we're going to look at today is there I am in TinkerCAD. I'm going to be playing around with this, and I need to make some parts. So I'm going to be cutting them apart, showing you how I use TinkerCAD to do it, and kind of cheating my way to making some parts. Because I want to put this camera system together. I'm always messing with cameras, but I have one more camera. If I can get that camera all tooled up and put together, then I won't have to worry about these some of these guys here. But what you can't see is the janky setup that's holding this camera right now. It's one of the last things I need to kind of spin up and change around, so that's what we're going to try to do with this. I'm going to make a couple parts. Maybe we can mount it to this pole that I have over here. Gets this camera out of the way, but it'll be a good demonstration camera. And when we print parts and we look at them, I'll be able to swap back over there, grab a part, show it off really easily without having to have this big thing that I got in the way over here. So in TinkerCAD, I had found this part. I don't know where I got this part. I think I got it last time I did a stream with Ryan and had this part that we used from like a GoPro camera. So it has everything that I would want in it. It has the connection ports. It has this little place for the bolt. Thank you for whoever made this little part. We're going to be modifying it today just to make our little mount so that I can mount my camera. So one of the things that I would do with the model, first of all, and I have just a duplicate. There's just two of them here, so they should be the same size. Yeah, they are the same size. Is I'm going to take some additional shapes over here. So just take this box, which actually I think I already have a box out on the screen. Let's see if I do. I do. So I took this box and I sized it. I'm just going to cut this piece off. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to just have a pasted version of this here, so I could just put a couple of them here. So I'm going to do this again in a second. Alright, so I'm going to try to just make a cut, and I'm going to take these two pieces, merge them together. We got ourselves a nice little thing here. Now I could go in here and I could probably take a box and try to size it up and do a little bit of work there. I could do that, but I'm just going to be even more kind of, I guess lazy is the right word here. But I'm going to do something here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to come over to this first one. I'm going to come over here and I am going to just take off this little back end. I'm going to group those two pieces. And grouping those should give me a nice little square there, so that when I can take this guy back over here, this guy here, should be able to bring him right back in there, and it's at the exact size I want. And why that's important is because now I have basically an infinite way for me to extend the length of what I would want for my mount. Now there's some other things that I'm going to probably want to do, just because I don't want this just to be one huge chonked out chunk. What I could do is I could bring out another box, and I think I am going to do this, and so we'll just kind of work through it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this box in here, and I'm going to make a cutout because I do not want it to be solid. So let's see how much we want to cut out. And as you can tell, I'm just in TinkerCAD. I'm not going with a lot of hardcore measurements here, but one thing that helps me to do it in some sort of scale is the snap grid in the bottom there. I have it set to 1 millimeter. So you have the grid there, and every time I pull things around, it's going to snap to a certain amount of millimeters, and so I can get some decently centered pieces and not have to worry about trying to exactly measure it. So in this case, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to take this block of it. And is that hovering, or is that just going under? Looks like I'm gonna have to seat this on there because it's hovering just above that area. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a little bit here. So I'm gonna take that to being a hole. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let's seat this. What I mean by that is, if I look at this part, it's not touching this platform. I think there's probably a way to like make it touch the platform, but I don't know how to do that right now in this program. So I'm gonna just go down. Oh, you know what? I think I do. So if you grab it and you grab this to go down, yeah, it's at 0 now. So we're setting on the plate, which is what I was hoping. Yep, looks like we're there. So with this guy, let's sync that through. Now, so what I'm going to try to do here in a second is I wanted to take, let's say all this, if you merge that together, you got this part that you can then print that I've just extended. So this is me just kind of like remixing and hacking on existing models that are out there just to fit my needs. So TinkerCAD is so good for this because sometimes you just want to jump in and like really tool it out. I've been practicing on Fusion 360. I'm not ready to show anybody what I've learned with that because it's a little bit of a tough program and I'm not comfortable with it yet enough to show it off. So what we're going to do today is we're going to continue with my TinkerCAD kind of trainings or lessons, and what I'm doing today is just merging pieces, cutting pieces apart, being able to extend certain sections of it. And what I want to do is I want to build some sort of a mount system for a camera. I want an articulated mount. And so the base part that I'm going to start and just use for this entire demo is going to be just setting right there. And so as you can see that we did a little bit of work already to kind of get a part extended, but we need to kind of finish out some pieces of it. And so one thing about TinkerCAD is you really want to kind of use some tricks and tips on how to position things with not moving them around as much. So for instance, I have this piece that I just used. I'm going to copy it. It's a Control C, Control V. I'm going to paste it right back on there. Now what's interesting is if I ungroup that, it's going to go to the original part that I had on there, and that's that green part. So you're going to see what that looks like. Well, I'm going to take this, I'm going to go to this other side of the part, and it's kind of tough to see probably because of what I'm doing, but let's see if I can make this happen. So click on the part, click on that, merge them together. And now when I had copy and paste that part, it was pasted perfectly in the same position and orientation on the screen and just overlapping my existing information. So that's why I'm not moving it around and trying to place it. I'm just leaving it there, and then I'm going to move this part across. Just make sure there's a little bit of overlap. It looks like I have about 1 millimeter of overlap on either side. And then you just start continuing your part. So the point is that once you have a part placed, copy and paste the pieces of that part. Don't go try to, take this part over here, come over here, cut off another piece, and then expertly come and position it. I didn't want to grow it like that. Try to position it on here. Now, with the snap, it would actually be probably okay if you had that millimeter snap on. You can kind of get it in there, but it's a pain in the butt. And this is just getting you something that's going to look and function really well. So I'm eyeballing this whole thing right now. I think that's a really decent part, something that I could totally use. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just kind of say this is a print. I want this part. So I'm going to group all of it. I got my part. Now this one is just for reference, or sometimes if I need to keep a duplicate out of there. And one thing I do want to do, and I was noticing, is this part we wanted at 0. Okay, that's good. Is I'm going to take this part now, and I've now created a new part. So I always mark this one green just so I know, hey, that's the original. You can put the other ones whatever color. I always like to just float a few boxes around here that I'll just continually duplicate. But here's the trick, is I already made this part, so let's copy it and let's paste it and let's pull this one back on there, and then let's ungroup again. So now you're left with kind of all the pieces and parts that I had in that first position. So one of the next parts that I would want to create is I'm going to click on this guy. And I'm going to flip this one. Let's see here. There we go. So there's a part, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And so what I'm trying to create here, and let's see if I didn't do it that well. I did rotate it the 90 degrees, but one of the things is that 90 degrees wasn't going to line it up perfectly. So I'm going to have to do some positioning here. I'm going to use the keyboard because it will jump in millimeters there. Now, I'm already can see that it's not going to line up perfect. And so I'm going to have to probably make a quick few adjustments to get this really lined up. And so here's what I like to do. First of all, I'm going to click onto the top. Let's scroll this down. I'm going to change my viewpoint so I'm looking directly down on it because I want to line this up. And you can see right now that it's not lining up. And if I jump one way or another, it's jumping too far. So I like my 1 millimeter kind of jumps, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this right now and I'm going to go into 1/4 millimeters. And so I'm going to be able to click it over one time, and that lines it up really well from the top down. But let's look at it from a few different angles. So I'm going to look on this angle. Now, I have all this other stuff on the screen here, so I got to make sure I click on this part so we could see it like this. And figure out where we're at. Okay. Can we get through this? Let me hide some of these other parts that I have on the screen because it's creating an issue here for viewing. So I'm going to take these parts, and what you can do is in the shapes, you can hide them. So now when I look at the back of this right here, I got it lined up really well. You can understand in an isometric view, I think that's what it's called. And it's lined up. So we've made a really good part, an extended kind of twist piece. I like how this is looking right here. So that's another piece that I want to keep. What are we going to do? Group it up. Got another piece. So if you hit this button over here, everything's going to come back online. So I'm going to copy that. And I'll paste that right there. Okay, so we got a long pieces done. I think we want to shorten up this center. I don't like how long it is for every scenario. Sometimes I need to just make a couple tight turns. So I'm going to just take that hole, adjust that, bring this guy in. And of course, I'll select this, hold shift on the keyboard, and then I can just drag that part in close. So you know what? Actually, I think I want a really small piece. Just like a quick turn. So what we're going to do is we'll bring this guy in like that. And as you can see, it doesn't matter sometimes. Some of those parts in between there are, they're just completely enveloped between these two parts. I actually don't need that third part in the middle, but I'm just going to leave it there because if I want to take this part and tweak it and maybe adjust it later on the line, it'll already have all the pieces and parts that I need to make this work. So there we go. We got a nice little a little turned version of this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Actually, group it up. And let's put that guy down there. All right. So we have, what else do we need? We probably want to get another one of those parts. So, I see what I did. I forgot and I grabbed the wrong part and I rotated the wrong part. So I'd have to recreate the long turn, which actually I don't really necessarily need, but we'll work on that a little bit. Okay, there's a couple things that we could do here. I'm going to go ahead and just remove this shape. I think what I want, you know what? I'm not going to remove that shape because I'm just going to make a short version of this. Because we need a short version. So ungroup. I'm just going to pull this little dude right in there. And make it like this. Just like a little connector piece is what we just created there. Did I not have a... I must have made it just too short. It's not there. Let's see here. Yeah, there's this guy. I must have deleted it. There we go. There we go. Got a little part there. So I'm just going to keep mashing on this and just making a few different part types. So you can see that would connect. Now, one of the things that I would think to do next is put the parts together in a way that I could kind of start imagining what this thing's gonna look like. Now, of course, in like Fusion, it does a badass job. Now, I just did something bad. I'm gonna hit Control Z. I'm gonna turn this back to the 1mm so we can kind of jump around it at scale when I start using the keyboard. And that looks like it's gonna fit, but it also looks pretty tight. Doesn't look like it's gonna fit into each other, does it? But let's see how it looks when we get really close. It's almost like it's exact. Like you're gonna have to just shove it in there. Which is probably what you want if there's some little sizing. Well, we're gonna have to do a little test print, and I think we're gonna see if this is gonna work. So we've got to just think here. I want this to come off of a pole that I have over here. So if I have it coming off of that pole, I'm gonna have to have something that attaches to the pole, which I already have. I have a mount for that. And then I'll have to come off probably, let's see here. It's gonna be pretty far if I do it off that pole. Okay, I'm not gonna have to do that one. I'm gonna change up the pole. We're gonna have to do it off of this pole. This one's gonna be a little bit different. And then that way, as it comes off, it could go just directly over this part and come around. It's perfect. Okay, I think I got the plan now. So we're gonna need to come out at least 12. Let's just say 30 centimeters. Okay. So what do we got in terms of length on this guy right now? The length. Let's pull out a ruler. Okay. Pretty soon here I'm going to play some Witcher 3. If you're here to watch Witcher 3. Currently I have I think no viewers right now. So this is it's a dead stream. But guess what? I got an excellent connection, and that's all that matters right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am measuring out parts just to see, because I need to get to 300 millimeters long. And so this part is, it's like it would be 3 of these. So I'd have to print 3 to even get close to what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to have to do, let's see here. There we go. I got 3 pieces together. Sorry, just clicking around here, trying to fix up my camera angles. I gotta fix OBS. We'll do that. Actually, nobody's watching anyway. Fuck it. We're gonna go ahead and fix it right now. So this camera can just adjust that direction. Desktop full, I need to pull at the right. Desktop full. You want 4. Yeah, cool. We got 3 of them that come out. Do we need any twists? I wonder if it would be more solid if I came out this side. No, that would be fine. Just come up. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab this guy. Okay, so that will come right off the lamp. That would probably go up. It goes down. Okay, so we need probably another one at the end of it. Let's see if we can make this happen. I always wonder how stable that's going to be at that length. Okay. So with that in mind, what I'm going to want to do is do a test. So I know that I need these kinds of pieces in my print. So I need 2 of these and 3 of these if I want to go at scale. Now I could print 2 of the smalls, or 1 of the small and 1 of the big. I kind of feel like I want to do those 2 pieces. So let's do this. Just copying and pasting those. And I'm moving them off. For some reason I can't get that one. Let's see here. Let me adjust. And then when you click it, you can export just that as an STL. So I'm going to call this one, let's see here. Let's see what we're going to save these guys as. Call this one the small standard. Okay, got that one done. We'll do this one as an export as well. We'll call this one the large standard. Cool. And then this will be small. What would we call that? I want to reduce that inside, I think. It just looks a little bit too big for me. There we go. Export that guy. Small. And it's not standard, so we'll just do that like 90. Small twist. Small. I don't know what we would say that. Offset. That doesn't sound right. Small. I think 90. Angled. It's not really an angle. Rotated. Oh jeez, I was gonna do small rotated. That's fine. That's all we need for that one. I think we got all the parts, so I'm gonna just consider this an articulated arm. So here's the things that I have not created yet is I need to do some sort of actual mount so that the camera can mount to it. So that'll be something that I can make from scratch, and I'll kind of deal with that in a little bit here. But in this particular instance, I just need to start doing some test prints. So I'll return to this at some point, but you got enough of the idea of kind of how that TinkerCAD can help you with some of these things. So I'm going to close TinkerCAD up, or at least minimize it, and I'm going to go into my Simplify 3D, and we're going to go and import some of these models that we just created. So I'm going to go with the large and small standard. We just wanted those two parts. So there you got them. Just sitting on that stage. Looks good. Okay. So we're going to print them. Pet G. Let's see what process settings we got. Looks good. Retraction. Okay, coast to end. Coast to end. What did I do on my PLA? Took off coast, I guess. Okay. 3 layers. Okay, 1 skirt. Layer 3. That sounds good. No infills needed. I meant infills needed. Let's take that to 20. Everything else should be good. Okay. Let's give this guy a go. So we'll prepare to print. No, we can't do all of them. What am I doing here? We want that one. So it did put some support structure in there. Let's get out of that. Let's see here. Let's look at supports and take support off for that. Those circles should print themselves. Everything should print themselves fine. I shouldn't need any supports for this model. There we go. That's better. Let's give it a go. It's 5 hours just for those 2 parts. All right, so I have to set some things up over there. I'm going to save this guy. And we'll do this. Okay, got that guy saving up. Looks good. Gotta eat me some of these cashews. All right. So we wait for that printer to heat up. Take a quick look at this part. See if there's going to be any issues as we go along here. Go down in here. Let's look into the part. So it looks like one side's going to be a little bit more infilled than the other. That's okay. If I really want to make these parts solid, I think I'm going to be doing that in a solid piece. But in this particular instance, I'm just doing a test run, make sure all the parts fit together. That looks good. I'm happy with those results. 5 hours and 22 minutes. That's because my settings, I found that I needed to slow down my printer to get some things to run right. So it's a little slow, but I have pretty decent quality parts once I slow it down like that. So of course, while that's happening, I think I'm gonna go play some Witcher. We like our Witcher. That's one of those fun games. So what do we do? I think it was Dead Man's Party last time I did this thing. So let's see if we can get us in there. All right. How's that look? All right. Yep, Dead Man's Party. I need to get my viewpoint on this better. Hold on a second. My damn sources keep changing on my computers, so now I'm having a problem figuring out where to throw some of this. Hey, nope, I didn't want that one on that one. Let's see here. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. My sources don't match in numbers. Alright, there we go. That's gonna do me good. Dead Man's Party, what am I doing? Meet Shani by the farm where the wedding will be held. Okay. Oh, yeah. My body has been inhabited by some sort of dude, and I have to take him out to a party and have the night of his life. So he's inside me, and he's using my body to go and have a good old time. I think, pretty sure that's what was going on. Okay. So now I'm going to a wedding. Let's go to the wedding. Am I going to dress up all like this? Yeah, that'll be good. I see that printer is heating up. We're going to go look at the printer in a little bit here. Let's see how far this party's going to be. It's a little bit of a trek. We have to go to Brunswick. Okay. Where's my trusty steed? Hola, Roche. What you been doing, buddy? I need you to take me to Brunswick. Please, sir?
Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rub. Stable withers. Well, well.
See, you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
Yep, you heard him in my head.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgerd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there.
Uh-oh. Where are we at?
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Oh, shit.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
Printer's about to get started here.
Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Okay. I know I'm waiting. Now it's got to get the 3D printer going. So what are you asking me? What are these questions? Let's see. First of all, we're looking at this 3D printer. It's looking like it's going well. I think we got it started. So let's answer a question. Not about to steal. Oh, he wants to steal something. Let's not steal.
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now. We're merely borrowing.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully.
Aw, snap.
Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now, for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat.
Oh no. He's gonna take my beard away. That's alright.
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
All right, let's see if we can get out of this mischief, this dude.
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the muck must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
This is a huge cutscene, man. Let's get into this.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
All right.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Where is she here?
What do you want, Geralt?
This is your...
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start. Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why? Thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
All right. Oh shit. What time is it right now? 4:30. All right.
Falling over themselves to catch up.
Pig.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
What do we do? Alright, screw it. Let's just chase some
Sounds
pigs.
like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there!
Oh.
Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
I wonder if I have Witcher powers.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Can I do anything?
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Which thing do I have to go into here?
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. You see that, Shani? One pig penned.
One other pig. Get your head in there. Oh shoot. I can't. Uh-oh. There we go. Come on, piggy. Come on, piggy. I was a little nervous about this one. Is this the pen? Or is it this other one? Oh, it must be this. Come here. Ah, yeah.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting?
I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind.
Meaning you cheated and shan't be crowned King of the Swineherds.
Shani, what is it Geralt says in these situations? Damn it.
Yes, that's it.
Damn it. Now for what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shani. I've had enough of these hay seeds.
That was
me, Shani.
probably not one of the
Let you
more
down.
fun things.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really, it's unimportant. Nothing at all.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens?
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? But really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lestrik, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you going to do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everek of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards. The perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your god, you ploughing gentlefolk.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boor. And with a maiden watching. Had enough peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones.
Fine lad you got there, haven't you, Yagna? Can't even pull a little slipper out of a pond. And here I swim like a greased minnow. Best in the village. Told you.
Do pickle soup for lunch and lad.
No, Joss lives down the hill. Bastard.
Oh!
He arrived. That's certain. There was saw him myself. Damned cocking.
So if he arrives,
Why
is he not here?
It seems to me I've heard it before.
How'd you fill a fool's past me, have you? Kiss my ass.
A missing hound, it seems. Perhaps we can be of service. My first witcherly investigation. I've goose pimples.
You free to marry it?
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig. As a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Holy moly, tourist.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
You're a fucking dinklage.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lover! Neither points,
None of it took your videos. Much to entertain.
In here, I guess. It's upstairs, maybe? Go to your kitchen.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us start.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many. What do you want, girl? Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, woo scoop, sizzle sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
That'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers as gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. Then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sent something awry. Perhaps if the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
All right.
Don't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Oh, mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vlad.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. You'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
Adventure awaits! Oh, shit. There's me a Joel Haver.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
But I still have Witcher powers, even though I'm possessed.
The dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow his cap if ever I've seen one, as jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward. Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Gads! Bear!
There. That. As much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
Save me!
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound. The missing fire blower is missing no...
He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness the spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire!
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
That girl's all up in our grill. She's like, I'm dancing here. Screw y'all.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
The perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shawnee, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced our song.
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
Bah! I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shawnee. The night beckons us not to jabber it away. The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
I shall breathe fire on this day. For your eyes will not witness a feat so daring anytime soon.
Leave me.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
ram it. That's exactly how I would play. Bringing out the fog. Should have kept it on the weather clear. Alright, I like me some Gwent.
Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion.
Hey there, handsome. Drink with us. What's that frown about? We're toasting the drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elf and happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf.
I shall do this! I shall breathe fire!
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
I came here to revel, enjoy myself, not to discuss my brother.
That's good. Olgierd probably wouldn't want me to talk to you about him.
Olgierd was my brother and my friend. Never have there been more loyal comrades than us.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for
It's cryptic.
Time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was... oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
Dang it. One more hour.
Not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Lord Geard was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate. My first Witcher contract. Done. 5 meter found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one footbed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
Dang. Why'd she jump in and get it?
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
And that other girl's slipper. Alright, coming up.
Good, sir. What?
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now this... Did you find my shoe? If not, I think you should come back and look for it. In the lake. Oh, never expected silt could conquer a man like you.
Alas, I couldn't raise it up. For the first time in my life, I swear, Shawnee.
Oh, devastating for you. I'm sure. But I'm left without a shoe.
Never fear, I shall retrieve it, or drown trying.
What's this one playing at? Slip in for a slipper or stand there and do nothing?
Toss the shoe in all gallant like.
Oh, that was that other girl's shoe.
Eager to dive in.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so unfortunately lost in the
Am I
pond.
not? Do I not have it? I feel like I have the shoe. Yep. Maybe we have to turn it in.
You deaf? Shave your mug.
Oh. What?
Show
Good
girl.
sir. What?
Just when you think you know all the plow folks' customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now this chalk is faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoes, which I so unfortunately lost in the pond.
Did the game glitch on me? Oh, no. Yay. They trick you. Make you think you got it. Nice.
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes ever tossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Mm-hmm. Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
That would be uncomfortably wet. It is
Nothing
11:59.
like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Dead Man's Party, man. It's been a fun
I'll
little
leave
jaunt.
you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shawnee.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast their lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another shine. Rights will hold eternal, pride will best beware, or she'll make you a cold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? Storm upon his brow. Must be said
Garland, Garland, Garland!
cow. You'll get the cow like a bull that calf the hay. So drink and be merry.
Tradition holds. Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
What the hell?
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't! I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everett, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, What matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
In my suit.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk. A Rowan. Shawnee mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Think I'll pass. Rowanberry brandy. Shawnee loves the blossoms. Might enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
We're gonna get her some flowers. Gotta go for the flowers. Okay, run up here.
Pretty, I guess. Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite quite the romantic.
A lad clutching stems is a lad caught in mischief.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shawnee.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drink's gotten to our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me, too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent. But don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned how to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Doubt Doubt your mother's that unbending. You'd win her over, I'm sure.
I haven't managed to yet.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
His hand's all bloody, though.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Hooray. Damn. In a boat? In a moat? That would be painful on your back and very uncomfortable to try to keep that thing balanced out. DLC went all out. New scenes and stuff. Dang. What?
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
All right. Dead man's party. That was some intensity right there. There's a lot of cutscenes. This is like high-level DLC or whatever the heck. Oh my god, I need to like drop something here. This is ridiculous. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's too heavy. I can't remember what I picked up. Guess I could put on all my stuff again. Was I wearing this one? No. Did I have that on before? No, it's definitely that. Okay. That was nice though. Ornate robe. I'm gonna keep that. Ugh, can't drop that one. Let's see here. It's worth so much. Tunic. What junk did I get over here? Oh. It's not junk, is it? That looks good. What's this one? 407. Probably drop that. That's only a 1.8. Yeah, we'll just drop that. I can run.
Never seen one like him before.
Is this where we had the party? Yeah, I guess it was.
Mouth's dry as a stockfish.
Alright, let's see where we get to go. Ooh, you have to go far. Alright, we're gonna fast travel. Oxford. Well, let's try to finish out this mission and call it a day. Let's check into this print though. That's looking good. Just laying it down really nice. Good smooth layers. You really can't see anything from that angle other than the fact that it's printing it. Need to like get that camera a little closer in some way. Maybe that's part of the stuff that we'll also do with this other little kit. Alright, we gotta go check in on this mission. What's this guy coming after me for?
Turn and mix from time to time. My valor stands on 3 pillars. Good food,
Witcher.
good drink.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
I want to play Gwent.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to lose? No problem. I'll find someone else.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards.
What do I want to do here? Out. Let's try it with this deck. Shoot. Whoa, why is that one with 8? Nice.
Shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
Nice.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
Alright. There it is, Dead Man's Party. Done. Looks like Open Sesame is gonna be next on the journey. Let's talk with this guy right here. How you doing?
Oh, I remember you.
Yeah?
What'll it be?
I need some beer. Let's see what you got.
Mind if I have a look?
there you have it. There's some Witcher. Let's see how this 3D print's coming.
a walk among the stars tonight. Found myself awash in colored light. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand, whispered, close your eyes and understand. When I felt the change, it startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me. This carnival of animals is all I see.